Sup guys, it's me Charlie and I'm here to give my final review on Scorn. Okay, and my final take is this. I maintain that Scorn is a fantastic card. He is by itself as a standalone and S tier card. Alright, because think about it, even like what I mentioned in my previous video, all you have to do is discard Scorn like twice, and that is easily achievable via Colin Win plus Blade, right? Twice. And you get a 110. 110. I don't think there's any other card in Marvel Snap that gives you this kind of value. Okay, of course the argument is that you have to discard it, blah blah blah, but basically if you slot in a discard deck, then that's not exactly a downside. But the reason why I'm not getting Scorn is because, first of all, Scorn I think still lacks a proper other half in that sense. Alright. Okay, first let's take a look at the common decks used by Scorn. Well, we have the Gambit combo, the one that focuses on having Gambit pop off. But the question is, if that Gambit combo pops off, do we really need Scorn? The answer is no, we don't, because you'll be deleting all their cards anyway, majority of their cards anyway. Okay, so whether you have Scorn to boost your other cards is not that necessary. In terms of using Scorn to provide the ammunition for Gambit, there are really two options currently. You have Swarm, you have Epoch, so I don't really think you need a third one. Okay, so Scorn in Gambit, in that Gatling Gambit combo, I think is kind of a win more thing. It doesn't really, make that much of an impact. In fact, Scorn's best deck, as various content creator has already pointed out, his best deck is the one that involves Apocalypse and Dracula. But that is also my biggest issue with it. Look, with that Apocalypse Dracula deck, typically you just want to discard everything as much as possible. You want to get out your Mobius, you want to spam your Swarms, you want to trigger your Proxima down, but Scorn sort of like, it takes away from all these kind of things. Scorn actually prevent it. You're actually in quite a phase. Do I want to discard Scorn, or do I want to play Moon Knight? So there's a lot of conflicting agendas here. And yes, while Scorn has improved that particular deck by a substantial amount, it has not particularly moved the deck to A tier. It is still hovering around sort of like a B tier kind of thing. Yeah, so I don't know. Look, if you're a huge discard player, go get Scorn. You definitely will love Scorn. Okay, but for people like me who don't hate this card but don't particularly ship it either, I don't think Scorn really makes that much of an impact. I don't think Scorn moves the needle that much for us to turn into discard lovers. So that's why I'm kind of holding out and not going to purchase Scorn this week. And anyway, if I go to get Scorn, I'll be getting him via token. So to me, that really is not a hurry, no rush. Okay, which brings me to my second part. The spotlight week for Scorn this week is actually pretty bad value for me. It's just for me. Jean Grey and Sebastian Shaw are fantastic cards, but I already have them. In fact, I spent 3,000 tokens to get Jean Grey. I spent real money to get Sebastian Shaw, so they are very, very bad value for me. Right, and the thing about Spotlight Cash is that you have to plan ahead, because it's not just about this week, it's also about future weeks. Okay, and as a free-to-play player, you only gain around 1 key a week, and that means, and if you are unlucky, you spend 4 keys to get the card that you want, so you'll be down -3. So even though in theory I have 27 keys, alright, let's say I buy tokens using this. Let's say I want Toxin, alright, which is I do think I will get Toxin, because Toxin looks crack in bounce. Okay, so 27, I'm down to 24. I probably want Anti-Venom as well, I'm down to 21. I probably want Frigga as well, I'm down to 18. Medikey definitely yes, so I'm down to 15. Alright, for this I want Fenris Wolf, but I have any, I have Werewolf, I'll probably use tokens. So I'll actually gain a key here, 16. I want Gore, alright, I do not have Havoc, so even though this doesn't look fantastic, I probably will get. Okay, so I'm down to 13, and entering December we have no data mine. So that means potentially I'll enter December with only 13 keys. And if I were to go in every week for that 4 weeks, I'll be left with 1 key to start the new year if I'm that unlucky. Alright, so I know that's a little bit pessimistic, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So in terms of resources, even though theoretically I look like I have 27 keys, I have a bunch. No, that's actually not very true. Alright, so this is my take on Scorn. I'm holding out. I don't think Scorn turns neutral into people who are neutral on discard into discard lovers. So I'm holding on a little bit. I still think that he's an S tier card by itself, by herself, but she's a little bit lacking in the other half of the deck.